So if you come to Tallahassee, if you ever come to Tallahassee, I'm the governor for 1 year and 1 month. I finish in January a year from now. If you come to Tallahassee, you should come to my office. You can go sit in the governor's chair and get a picture. Because you might be the governor someday, so you can have a picture when you're younger, and then a picture when you're governor. And then if you go to the mansion, the First Lady will give you a tour of the governor's mansion, because you might live there someday, right? Right? And then if you're ever going to be up there, and you know you're going to be up there, once a month, we have a cabinet meeting where you can either lead the prayer, sing the national anthem, or if you want to play an instrument, you can, or lead the Pledge of Allegiance. Yeah. Okay. So if you're ever up there, if you just call, see this young lady right here. If you get her contact information, and your school will have it. If you're ever going to be up there, make sure you let her know, and she can organize it for you. Okay? Because you might be the governor, so you got to get a picture before and after, right? So who wants to be the governor? Right. All right. So it's a good job, especially if you like people. And you guys would be good governors. Okay?
So good morning.
Good morning.
Oh, we can do better. Good morning.
Good morning.
All right. So we want to first say thank you for joining us here at Highlands Elementary, and it's the governor's birthday today, so we'd like to sing happy birthday. So, we ready?
Yeah. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Governor Scott. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you very much. That was great. You guys are all good singers, too. You can do everything.
You're going to be the governor and singers. So we thank you for visiting Immokalee schools again. We also thank the governor for his increase of per pupil funding that he's put in for his budget. We appreciate that much. We try and use our dollars here in Collier County very effectively. In 6 years, we've gone from 33rd of 67 counties to number 5. So we try and use those dollars appropriately. We want to thank him. The last visit here was right here when our schools in Immokalee served as shelters from Hurricane Irma. He was gracious to come down and take a first-hand look to see and thank the many workers that made that safety possible. The other part that I remember so well is when the governor came down for a work day, and he actually was a teacher in our high school in 3 periods, 2 periods in middle schools, and in elementary all in one day. So we were always grateful to have that opportunity. We hope you remember that. And here we want you to know that this is a school that shows just how the work can be done. The school was an F school just 2 years ago, went to a C, and this past year to a B. So we thank our principal, Laura Mendocino. And with that, Laura?
Yeah, we should applaud, right?
Well, thank you very much, Dr. Patton, and I would like to welcome all of our guests on the behalf of Highlands Elementary, our staff, our students, and our community. As Dr. Patton mentioned, Highlands Elementary has experienced many successes over the past 2 years, and that's because we encompass leadership as our main paradigm. It is our mindset and it's the way we think. We give leadership opportunities not only to our parents and our staff members, but to our students as well. We want to make sure that they leave our school as leaders knowing good habits, and we do follow the 7 habits here at Highlands. I want to just celebrate today because it is a day of leadership. We are going to be experiencing the real world impacts of habit 2, which is begin with the end in mind, and habit 3, which is putting first things first. Our students have gotten the chance to meet our governor, our 45th governor of Florida, and they have gotten the experience now to see how leadership can really impact our state. So without further ado, I'd like to welcome, on behalf of Highlands, Governor Rick Scott. Thank you.
Thank you. So I've been governor now for, at the end of this month, it'll be 7 years. And there's, my wife would say the same thing. She's been the first lady for almost 7 years. There is nothing better in this job than going to a school. There's nothing better than talking to children about their chance to live the dream of this country. And my goal is that every child in this state understands that because of our education system, because of the opportunities in the state, everything is possible. There is no limitation. Every one of these students can be the governor. Every one of these students can be the president. Every one of these students can do whatever their dreams are, and that's my goal. I want to thank the superintendent for being here. I guess you have a nice announcement. You're superintendent of the year for the entire state, so congratulations. I want to thank the principal. Where'd she go? But she has done a great job. Oh, yeah. Thank you for all you've done to take care of these kids. It has to be a lot of fun to come here and know that you're impacting these children for the rest of their life. So thank you very much. Let's give a big round of applause. I want to also recognize we have a school board member here. The school boards around our state have a dramatic impact on the quality of our education. And you see, as school districts do better, it's because they've elected wonderful school board members. So Stephanie Lucarelli, thank you for being here. In this job, you travel the state every day. So I'm in 2 or 3 cities every day. And I go around the state. Yesterday, I was in Jacksonville and in Miami. Today, I'll be in a couple cities. And one of the things you find is there are good leaders around the state. And there's no better leader than Commissioner Penny Taylor. If you want to get something done, Penny Taylor gets it done. So Penny, I thank you for all your hard work. Now, we're here to talk about school funding. Last year, I fought hard to make sure we had more money for our K-12 education system. We increased the funding per student by $100. This year, in my Secure in Florida's Future budget, we will have record funding for education in the state for the 6th year in a row. We have the money to do this. We'll have over $3 billion. We have over $3 billion projected surplus over recurring revenues, and this year will be over $21 billion for K-12 education, which will be a $200 per student increase, which will be the highest state funding, the highest total funding, and the highest per pupil funding in the history of the state. We need to continue to invest in school funding. Some of the significant things in the budget: $75 million, nearly $75 million for school safety. Every child needs to be able to go to a school and know that they're going to a school and they're going to be safe all day long. Number 2, $15 million for a brand new program for coding and computer science to make sure our middle and high schoolers are ready for the workforce. Number 3, $12 million for English language learners summer academies to help many of our students that have come from, because of Maria, from either the Virgin Islands or from Puerto Rico, to make sure their acceleration of English and their reading skills are better, so they can prosper if they stay in this state. Finally, we've got to take care of our teachers. Our teachers put a lot of money out of pocket when they buy supplies. We raised it a few years ago to $250 per student or per teacher for a supply grant. This year, we're going to raise it to $350. So we have the money to do this. We all have to be fighting for this. Call your House member and call your senators to make sure they know the importance of K-12 education and properly funding K-12 education. Now it's my distinct opportunity to introduce Penny Taylor, somebody that if I want to get anything done in the Naples area, the first person I reach out to is Penny Taylor, because she cares about this community. She wants people to get a job. She wants people to have affordable housing. She wants her kids to get a great education, and she wants people to be safe. Commissioner Penny Taylor. She's really nice and she works really hard.
Hi, guys. Hi. You know, we just had a hurricane, right?
Yes.
This is the man that worked hard. He was with us, it seemed like every day, but he had the whole state to cover. And he was always coming in asking us what we wanted. And I think that he deserves a round of applause for that work. Thank you for your initiative to public schools, Governor. Public schools work. There's no question they work. My granddaughter goes to Lake Park Elementary School. It's one of the most diverse schools within the city of Naples. It's a #1 school. It's exciting to be there, to see the children learn, to see where they go. And I've been around long enough that I've watched a lot of kids matriculate through public school. And I think I am so excited to be in Naples at this time with our superintendent and her leadership in what we're doing for our children. And clearly, when you see, I walk these hallways and I see about leaders and what they are. It all starts here, and you're doing such a great job. So thank you, and thank you for supporting public schools, sir.
Thank you. You know, it's always great to come out to Immokalee. We did come out. I want to thank the schools, and I want to thank our National Guard and everybody else, Red Cross, everybody that helped the individuals impacted by Irma out here. And everybody worked really hard, but the school did a great job when we did that. So, but this is a good day. We're going to make sure we get the money for these kids, to make sure they get the best education possible, so they have the chance to live the dream of this country. So it's great to be here, and I think we should. Is Jesse here? So Jesse came all the way from Nigeria. He grew up in Nigeria, or he was born in Nigeria, ultimately ended up growing up in Orlando, but he is living his American dream right here in the great state of Florida. So let's see if we can take a picture. I'll get behind you, so we're not seeing the front. Super tape. You want this bottom row? You guys want to scoot in? So you'll... Yeah.
There you guys, squish on in, there you go. There you go, you're doing great.
Thanks, Grace.
Sure, and I'll send you the one that Jesse took too.
All right, good.